Hi there, it's Kute here, sending you much love wherever you're watching this video blog right now. In today's video blog, I'm going to talk a bit about how to deal with when someone that you love dearly betrays you. This could be a close friend, a family member, or certainly, let's say someone you're in a relationship with romantically, you've been married, and you feel betrayed by them in some way, right? I think as human beings, we all have had the experience of feeling betrayed. A certain expectation wasn't met. The person went and did something that really hurt us, or they did something behind our back, or they just walked out of the relationship and you came back one day and they were gone, right? Or they cheated or something, or you felt taken advantage of in some way, cheated mentally, emotionally, romantically on. And look, if you are going through this right now, if you have been through this and you're still in pain, or you're going through it currently, it is painful. I want to just acknowledge that this is a tremendously painful thing, especially when you invest so much of yourself into the relationship. Maybe you really trusted this person. You found comfort in them. They were there for you. And especially if it was a sudden thing and it just, boom, it happened. And then you found out. It hurts. I'm not going to deny, my friend, it hurts. And so I just want to acknowledge, if you've been through it, if you're going through it, I just want to acknowledge your heart. It's painful, and there's no magic pill to just get over the pain. There's no quick little technique you can do and tap just to get rid of it. You're a human being. It's painful. Your heart likely is going to feel this pain. And so one of the things I've found that's really important as a result of, let's say, feeling betrayed, is to allow yourself to acknowledge the pain. Many times what we try and do is we try and get rid of it. We try and do a spiritual bypass and not feel it, meditate it away, get rid of it, technique it away, do some technique just to get rid of the pain. It hurts, especially if you love this person. Even if you didn't love them, it still hurts. It's painful. So my invitation, if you're going through the feeling of betrayal and the pain of that, is to be gentle with yourself, to be loving with yourself, to be compassionate with yourself, because it can be easy to sometimes beat yourself up for feeling like stupid, or why did I not know, or why didn't I make a different decision? So firstly, be compassionate and loving with yourself. Be gentle with yourself as you go through this pain. Secondly, allow yourself the time and the space to feel the pain. Many times, because we don't want to feel the pain, the heartbreak, the hurt, the betrayal, what we often try and do is we distract ourselves. We'll work harder, we'll go shopping, we'll do different things, we'll travel. Some of us, if it's a romantic betrayal, we'll dive right back into another relationship and start dating someone else, just so that we don't have to feel the pain that's in our hearts. I believe that the pain is a gift. I believe that the pain is a gift, and the only way through it is to the other side, is through it. So if you're feeling the pain, allow yourself permission to feel the pain and realize, my dear friend, I'm not talking about wallowing as a victim in the pain. I'm talking about consciously, with awareness, feeling the pain. If you are willing to consciously, courageously feel the pain and not distract yourself from the pain, trust that no feeling, no emotion lasts forever. All feelings are temporary. All feelings are impermanent. And when you give yourself permission to consciously feel the pain fully, realize that the grief, the hurt, the anger that you feel will come up in layers. It will come up in waves. So you might feel one wave of anger or sadness or hurt, and then move through that and think, okay, I'm fine. And then maybe you'll be driving and you listen to a song, or you'll get a phone call, or someone will send you an email. Something will trigger what occurred, and you'll feel another wave of pain. Nothing's wrong, nothing's bad. What we tend to do is suppress it. Nothing's wrong. Realize that your pain will come up in waves. Grief will come up in waves. It's okay. It's the process of releasing. So once you shift your relationship with the pain and recognize the pain is not bad, it's just a signal, it's something that is needing some attention, it's emotions and feelings that need to be released, then you could experience the pain, feel the pain, experience the pain consciously, with awareness, with no judgment. Many times we judge ourselves, and we judge ourselves harshly with the sense of, oh yeah, I shouldn't feel this pain. I should be, I've read all these books, I've done all these seminars, I've done all these things, I'm a conscious being, I'm enlightened, what have you. I should be beyond the pain. But recognize you are a human being, and matters of the heart are sometimes very delicate. We all have woundings inside as children. We all have those parts of ourselves that are hurting. And so when you're betrayed as a human being in relationship, often those very core parts of you are the parts that get triggered and activated. So, feel the pain. Don't distract yourself. Give yourself permission and trust that this too will pass. This pain, the layers of pain will pass. The feeling of hurt will pass if you're willing to not distract yourself, to face it and feel it and let one layer go and let another layer go and let another layer go. Eventually you will come through it, and there'll be more space, there'll be more joy, there'll be more freedom. But if you suppress the pain, if you disconnect from the pain, if you avoid the pain, it will stay stuck inside you, and you will just dread, and it will cloud your vitality and aliveness. And what you'll end up doing is your part of your heart will close, and you'll end up bringing this unresolved pain, baggage, into another relationship, another friendship, and you won't be as open, as vital, as alive. And over time, the layers of unfelt feeling that you've suppressed from the feeling of, let's say, being betrayed in this case, will just build up, build up, build up. And before you know it, it will cloud the full expression of your radiance, of your aliveness, of your magnificence, of your ability to freely express love. And nothing and no one is worth your freedom. Nothing and no one is worth your freedom, my dear friend. So feel the pain, experience the pain. No, it won't last forever. Now, once you've had the opportunity to feel the pain, to experience the pain, I think it's then also important that if you felt betrayed, if you feel like you were betrayed, if you were betrayed, right, is to then be willing to take responsibility for your experience. And one of the ways that I would encourage you to do that is to ask yourself, what did this person mirror to you about yourself? What did this person that you attracted into your life as a friend, as a romantic partner, mirror to you about yourself? You might say, Kute, they don't mirror anything to me about myself. I believe relationship is a mirror. You attract to your mirror manifestation of yourself at that particular moment in time. And every person you attract to you, and you attracted to them, you attract to each other because you have certain lessons to teach each other in that particular moment. Certain lessons, certain karma, certain soul agreements. So the reason you attracted each other is no accident. There's certain lessons that you have to teach each other. Until you learn those lessons, let's just say you stay together. And once you learn those lessons, you tend to move apart. And so your soul is serving their soul, and their soul is serving your soul. This is why you attracted each other. It's no accident. So recognize that you are not a victim, even though you might be feeling betrayed and it might be painful. You are not a victim. There is some part that you played in attracting this person into your life. So if that's the case and you realize relationship is a mirror, there is no relationship outside. You are in relationship with the person, with people in your life. You're in relationship with a mirror manifestation of an aspect of yourself that is manifested in the form of that particular person that showed up. They are a manifestation of an aspect of your own consciousness. That being the case, relationship is a mirror. You're in relationship with yourself. That being the case, what does this person mirror to you about yourself? If you're saying, could I feel betrayed? My question for you to sit with as an exploration is, how are you betraying yourself? How did you betray yourself in the relationship? How did you betray yourself prior to the relationship? What ways are you betraying yourself now? Betraying yourself could be, really overt. Betraying yourself could be not honoring yourself, not loving yourself, not being there for yourself, not showing up for yourself. What ways are you betraying yourself, and what do they mirror to you about yourself? When you take the focus off of pointing the finger at that person, not that they didn't do wrong, not that we're condoning what they did or they didn't do. But if you point the finger at them and you keep the finger pointed at them, you just disempower yourself and you keep yourself stuck. So once you felt the pain, I'm not saying deny that. Once you felt the pain, there has to be, to truly evolve and let go, right, and access more freedom again, you have to eventually take responsibility for your experience. Is when you take responsibility for your experience that you can change your current experience. So what are they mirroring to me about myself? How am I betraying myself? Take an honest look. Take full ownership for your experience, because then you can change it. The next thing I would say is, once you've been willing to look at your pain, and once you've been willing to take ownership and look at the ways you betray yourself, maybe there were things that you knew about this person that didn't feel right, and you didn't listen. Maybe when you first met them, you felt like something's off, but you said, let me give them a chance. There's likely something in there that will point to that will point to ways that you've been betraying yourself. Maybe you didn't listen to your intuition, didn't listen to your knowing. Once you've been willing to take ownership for that, I would invite you to forgive the other person and forgive yourself. Because look, certain things, what has happened has happened. You staying stuck in pain, you staying stuck in anger will not free you and will not change them, will not change you, will not change what happened in the past. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be free or do you want to be right? And I believe that no one and nothing is worth your freedom by holding on to the anger, by holding on to the pain out of righteousness, out of being right, even though you might be right, will not bring you closer to freedom and will bring you zero joy, bliss, fulfillment, and happiness. So there comes a point where you realize what was done was done. What was done was done. What's important is that you learn the lessons, and so forgive yourself for things you didn't do. Maybe in retrospect you realize, wow, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have gone into that relationship. I knew there were signs and I didn't listen. Forgive yourself and learn the lesson so that you don't do it again. I found that when you keep when you stay angry at yourself and you don't forgive yourself and you keep abusing yourself, you just perpetuate the very pattern. You carry this pain into the next relationship and are more likely to do the same thing in the next relationship. Forgive yourself. Let it go. It's done. Just because you made your bed in the past doesn't mean you have to lie in your bed in the present. And forgive the other person. Realize that they were sent to your life to teach you, their soul teaching your soul. If you learn the lesson, you won't have to do it again. And if you don't have to do it again, I'm going to propose that it was worth it. The pain that you experienced in that relationship is like the tuition. The tuition to go to a seminar. The tuition for the seminar that their souls were partly a teacher for in your life. You paid the tuition for the seminar. And if you pay the tuition for the seminar, you might as well learn the lesson. It might have been an expensive tuition, but learn the lesson. Because if you learn the lesson, I promise you, it will be worth it. It will be worth it. So my friends, take responsibility. Take your power back fully. Free yourself because you hold the lock and you hold the key. And recognize, no matter how painful it was in relationship with that person, especially if you love them, any moment that you had to share with them, likely you had loving moments with them, likely you had some beautiful moments with them. Remember those beautiful moments. At any moment you have, out of 7 billion people on the planet, that you and this person had an opportunity to meet, to love, to touch, to taste, to feel, to bless each other's lives in some way. Stay focused on what a privilege it was for your souls to meet. Now, you may never want to meet again, but what a privilege it was for your souls to meet, and honor the fact that their soul has served your soul and your soul has served their soul. And commit like never before to honor who you are, to honor your intuition, your knowing, your truth, because deep down, you know. You know. Use the experience of being betrayed as an inspiration and an unwavering commitment to commit to yourself like never before. Dear friends, if you enjoyed this video blog, I want to invite you to subscribe to my email list and my blog. You'll be receiving weekly updates. Please do share this with those in your life that you love. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Kute Blackson. I look forward to staying connected. Love now.